guys, so for this trick, the spectator can take the deck and shuffle it up as much as they want to, just like this. Just go ahead and mix up the cards, making everything completely random. And why not, let's just give it one more cut, and that will be fine. So once the spectator's done shuffling, they're going to hand the cards back over to me, and I'm just going to go through them here, and I'm going to make a little bit of a secret prediction, okay? And I'm just going to place it on the table. I think I'm going to go with this card. Yes, this card right over here. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to make it just a couple more predictions because, okay, to be honest, I've only done this trick like once before, and it didn't really go too well. So these other predictions are just for, you know, for backup purposes, just in case something goes wrong. So we'll just set those off to the side for now. But now I'm going to ask the spectator, are you right-handed or left-handed? They say right-handed, for example. So I'm going to say, so in a minute, I'm going to hand you the deck of cards, but first I'm just going to instruct you for what to do in a minute. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to go through the cards face down, and you're going to remove any card that you want from the middle of the deck. You're going to take it out, turn it over, and put it on the top of the deck. So that's basically all you have to do is take out a random card, turn it over, put it on top, and the last thing is just bury that card in the middle. So just pick up about half the cards and give them a quick cut, which is going to bury that card in the middle of the deck. But the only thing I haven't told you yet is you're actually going to be doing this entire procedure behind your back, because I don't want you to see what you're doing, and I don't want me to see what you're doing, because I don't want you to think that I'm controlling you or anything. So I want you to go behind your back, and they're going to go behind their back with the deck of cards, and they're going to do exactly what I just told them. So they're going to go through the random deck here, pull out a random card from the middle, flip it over on the top, and then cut it into the middle of the deck. So once they do that, they're going to come back around, and now I am going to just take the deck back, and I'm going to spread through and show them what the card was that they found. So for example here, they flipped over the 9 of diamonds randomly. They could have flipped over any card, but they flipped over the 9 of diamonds. And, you know, it's actually a pretty good thing that I made 3 predictions, because I just wanted to be exactly sure that I was right on this one. And I think I did a pretty good job. So yeah, that's the trick, guys. So now for the tutorial. All right, guys, so here's the tutorial for the trick that you just saw. So this is actually a fantastic trick for beginners because it's almost entirely hands-off, except for the beginning and except for the end. But mostly the entire middle part is actually all done by the spectator. Pretty much a self-working card trick. There's just one little thing that you have to do in the beginning and one little thing that you have to do in the end. But it's very, very easy to do. So all you have to do is just take out a normal deck of cards. And one thing I should mention is that you should probably do this with a full deck of 52 cards, because if you are missing any cards, this trick might not work because you need to have a 4 of a kind, and the spectator is allowed to shuffle the deck, and the 4 of a kind that you reveal at the end, it could change depending on how the spectator shuffles the deck. So basically you just want to have a full deck of 52 cards just to be safe. So once you have your deck of cards here, you can have the spectator shuffle up the cards, and basically when they're done, you're going to say that you're going to make a secret prediction. So here's what you're going to be doing. So you're going to be looking through the faces of the cards, and you're going to spread over until you see the 4th card here from the bottom of the deck. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This card right here, this is going to be sort of your key card. This is actually going to be the card that the spectator flips over in the deck, no matter what they do. It's always going to be this card over here. So look at the 4th card from the bottom, and then what you're going to do is remember that card. Just remember the value of the card, Jack. Now you're just going to go through the cards and find just a random Jack, and you're going to pull this out as your first prediction, okay? Then you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to pull out some more cards, and then you're just going to find the other 2 Jacks, Jack of spades, and then the other Jack, Jack of diamonds. And then you're just going to leave this Jack here, 4th from the bottom. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to leave that there, and then you're going to place those 3 cards down, and these are the 3 other Jacks. Those are your 3 other predictions, okay? So you're just going to explain that you need 3 predictions because you've done this trick once before and you messed up, so you need 2 other ones as a backup. This is actually a really good line because it kind of makes the spectator think that you're like not really a good magician, so they're going to have really low expectations for the trick that you're about to do, but when the end reveal happens, it really hits hard. So that's a really good line to say. So now at this point, you're going to ask the spectator if they're right-handed or left-handed, and this is what I use as misdirection. So when I ask them a question, I look them in the eyes, and I kind of have the deck still spread out in my hands, so I just ask the spectator, are you right-handed or left-handed? When they answer the question, I'm just going to square up the cards here, but I'm going to secretly flip over that Jack of Hearts as I square up the cards. That's really all you have to do. So you're just going to spread through here. I just like to keep my finger on that Jack of Hearts over here, so when I square up, I can just easily flip that card over and square up. So now that card is flipped over. So once I do that, I can flip the cards over, and the trick is almost done. So now all you have to do is instruct them what to do. So they're going to spread through the cards, take out a random card from the middle, flip it over on top, and then cut it into the middle. So if they actually do this, this is what's going to happen. So they're going to take a random card here, they're going to take it out, flip it over, and then cut the cards, burying that card in the middle. So they really do this, and then they're going to come back, but look what happens. When I spread through the cards, look, the first card that you see here is the Jack of Hearts, and that's the only card that you're going to show. What you're going to do is you're just going to instantly take this card, drop it, and then square up the rest of the cards, because actually the card that they really flipped over is 3 cards beneath this one, because since this card was 4th from the bottom, when you cut the cards, it means that this is the 4th from the bottom here, and then this was the top card here. So you have 3 cards for cover, basically. So when you show this Jack of Hearts, you just take it out here, and then you can square up the cards. You don't even need to spread through the cards. But for more advanced magicians, if you want to, what I like to do is I like to spread through the cards here, out jog it, and then I do a block push spread just like this. And I just like to do that because then I can show this Jack of Hearts, and then I can still show the majority of the deck on the bottom, still showing that the cards are all face down. So once you do that, you just take out that card, and now there's just going to be a random card face up in the middle, but it doesn't matter. You can take the deck, put it back in the box, and say, well, I think my predictions were actually pretty on point. And then that would be the trick. So that's basically the entire trick. But what you have to do, there's this one little thing that you may have a question for. So here's an example of something that may happen to you if you're doing this trick. So let's say you're starting out and you're going to find your prediction. So you're going to go through the cards, you're going to look at your 4th card from the bottom, and you're going to remember ace. But then you see, oh wait, I have an ace here on the bottom of my 3 cards. It could be here, it could be here, or it could be here. But let's say you have a card with the same value within the bottom 4 cards. Well, what you can do is you just give the cards a cut and you just start again. So let's see, now we just have all different values here. That's perfect. So basically you just want to have all different values in the bottom 4 cards, and then you just want to remember 5. So then I would go through and I would do the rest of the trick normally. So I would go through the deck, take out the 5, and then I would find the other 2 5s, and then I would proceed with the trick from there. So that's basically like the entire trick. It's a very simple, very easy trick. You just don't really want to perform this trick to hecklers, though, because hecklers can, you know, purposely mess you up. They will probably not listen to your instructions, but like 99% of the time, if you just give them the right directions, they are going to go behind their back, and they're going to take out a random card from the middle, flip it over, and then cut it into the middle. And the trick will still work because the only card that's going to show is actually the card that you are predicting on the bottom, which is 4th from the bottom. So that's basically like the entire trick, guys. So just go ahead and practice this one. It's very easy to do. It's a really fun one to do to spectators because it completely blows their mind. So anyways, guys, that's the trick, and see you guys for my next video. Bye.